What do you think is the most important takeaway for somebody, um, really around nutrition when it comes to like the total amount of food they eat, maybe the type of food they eat, when they eat that food, and then as we kind of get towards the bottom, it starts to become like supplements and everything else. So a lot of times I think it's flipped. People kind of start with supplements. Then of course, we're talking today about timing, but yeah, what do you feel is like the most important thing for somebody to know that really has no background in nutrition? It's a very vague question, but
No, yeah. I've dealt with this like basically my entire life with my family because it's like split 50-50. Me and my mom are very heavy breakfast people. Like not heavy breakfast, but we eat breakfast every single day. Like we're very routine. My dad, my brother almost never eat breakfast and they don't eat until lunchtime. So if I were to give like the biggest takeaway for me is like making sure that like you start your day off with a really hearty, healthy breakfast. Like mine it is the same every day, basically the same things every day. But I make sure that I have a high protein breakfast. I do have really good amount of carbs in there, but they're in like a smaller like quantity and not just like, breakfast potatoes or oats or anything like that. I'm getting it through dates actually,
okay.
but then fiber as well. Like I've found that even though I don't specifically track fiber, but if I get foods high in fiber throughout the day, especially at breakfast, my gut is pretty happy with me. And usually a vegetable of some kind. That's the one place that I suffer in the morning is no veggies, but
Yeah.
lunch and dinner definitely. But biggest takeaway is like hammer a really good healthy breakfast.
Yeah, I love that. I think, yeah, that could benefit a lot of people because I don't know if that's a priority or a focus for many.
Yeah, because usually it's wake up, first thing in your stomach's, if it's not water, it's coffee.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, I don't eat till 11 o'clock. And it's like, okay, well, now you have to get all of what you're tracking food-wise, all of your food from 11 to, let's say, 8 p.m. Unless you're, an intermittent faster.
Yeah.
That's not ideal for most people.
Yeah, and I think there's probably a correlation between like skipping breakfast and also really not being too concerned with like what the rest of the day looks like.
Yeah.
And then the pushback is always gonna be like, I'm just not hungry in the morning. It's like anything else, you train it. It's like you just start to do it.
Yeah.
Start small, grow until you get to a point where that is routine and that's
Right.
what you expect and or what your body expects.
Right.
But sweet, thank you.
Yeah.
Asking you that same thing that I asked Kyle was, again, like what's one thing, I guess, for somebody that if you were just going to express just kind of blanketly or generally, just help improve their nutrition that really doesn't have an idea of where to start, what to do?
Yeah. Just cleaner. Like, just try to get the cleanest form of anything you can. And then I typically will tell my clients, like, choose 3 things you actually like eating. Don't force feed yourself to where you're just hating putting food down your mouth. Like, pick 3 lean proteins to eat, pick 3 lean carbohydrates to eat, and then pick 3 of your favorite vegetables to try to eat and start with that. And just mix them out in throughout the day. Like breakfast is, like I was saying, it's extremely important. Get your body going, get your energy levels going. Make sure you're getting some sort of breakfast in there. Eggs is a great source of protein and a good way to start your day. Oats is another great one that you can do as well. That's a big thing we want to make sure that we're getting is some energy in the very beginning of our day to get us going, and then throughout the rest of the day, you kind of just spread that out a little bit.
Yeah. Well, when you say like choosing better options, give me just an example, because again, it's like a lot of people really don't, well, they haven't had access to it or haven't paid much attention to it. Like, what is the substitution for something that people commonly eat? So if it's like fast food, like what do we do instead?
Yeah, so like a easy way you can kind of adjust that slowly throughout time is just try to cook everything you have. So start with just cooking just chicken breasts. Bake them or grill them any way you can cook them. Avoid, of course, frying them as much as you can, but like start by just trying to eat it a little bit cleaner and just spread it out throughout the entire day. You're probably going to feel more full from eating that cleaner source of protein, but the positive effect it's going to have on your body in the long term is going to be so much bigger. Now, if you're crunched in time and you have nowhere to go, no time to go get cooked food or anything like that, try to find some healthier options to choose from that are not fast food, like not a hamburger, not fries. Like try to do like a rice bowl somewhere or something that's going to have some more nutrients in it that's cleaner than what you're going to get at a fast food restaurant.
What's and we're local here in Fort Worth, so it's maybe different elsewhere, wherever you're watching it, but what are 3 quick options that you've got?
Local, option that's pretty quick, that as long as they're open, is Snap Kitchen. They're a really clean place. They're locally owned.
So it's like the ready-to-go meals. They're in fridges.
Yeah, they're ready-to-go meals. So all I got to do is walk inside their storefront, buy one of their ready-to-go meals. You have to throw it in the microwave. If you're having to get something that is already pre-cooked, I'm a very big fan of Kava. They have amazing choice of vegetables. So they start all their meals with a vegetable on the bottom if you get it. And then they have healthier source of carbohydrates there. They have rice. They even have sweet potatoes there as well. And then like all their meats are relatively low added sauces to it or anything like that. But it's going to be a lot cleaner and better for your body to eat from there than it's going to be to go somewhere else.
Sweet. That's 2. What's the third? That's a national brand too. So that's good.
Third one.
Rapid fire. What do you got? Where do you go? What do you get?
If I'm like crunched on time, I kind of actually met like Whole Foods. They have grocery store. Like they have healthy meals that you can grab from their fridge too. Throw it in the microwave. I believe there as well. They now have a cooked area where you can actually make your meal prepped meal, and they have healthier options that you can throw inside that as well, so that you can really keep on your regular habits that you just started. Or if you're brand new to doing this, it's going to help you kind of get in that new rhythm of trying to go for those cleaner, healthier options than just going with what is convenient.
Yeah. That's great. Thank you. All right, Zach. So sitting down with Coach Matt and Kyle, we've been talking about nutrition, and so we introduced it talking about nutrient timing or just pre and post workout meals. Instead of like getting ahead of ourselves, I wanted to kind of backtrack and find like one thing that you would kind of express to somebody if they didn't really have a background in nutrition. So like a lot of our clients kind of coming in here, a lot of it is just education around like, well, what am I supposed to eat? How much am I supposed to eat? When am I supposed to eat? So just kind of simplifying that into, what is kind of a piece of advice that you default to for a lot of the clients that you see or work with?
A lot of what I've been doing recently is like try not to do it all at once.
Yeah.
So everybody tries to go 100% right away. Like, okay, I got to cut out everything that I enjoy. We're just going straight to like, it's always the chicken, rice, and broccoli that everybody talks about. If you can get 2 out of your 3 meals solid throughout the day, that's another thing, just eating 3 meals a day, 4 meals a day. A lot of people, they come in like, well, I skip breakfast, and then I might have a snack around 2 o'clock, and then I do dinner, and then, of course, they get to dinner, you're starving, you overgorge yourself kind of thing. So I think it's important just to get into the habit of not trying to do it all at once, getting some whole foods focus specifically, and then trying to work it into where you're having multiple meals a day versus like one big meal towards the end of the day. It's what I see with a lot of people recently.
Yeah, that's good. And so that does have an effect on sleep too, which is a whole other conversation we could have. But just summarizing. So Kyle hit on, or really all 3 of them hit on breakfast being a very important meal. Kind of starting there, it's like structure and get yourself into a routine of eating a good breakfast. Matt had touched on just kind of like the quality of food choice. So even if that is quick decisions, he gave you a couple examples of where to go. And I don't know if we hit on this specifically, but it's not just about swapping fried chicken for grilled chicken. It's swapping meals high in calories, specifically from like fats and carbs, to quality, also meaning like how we structure the balance of the macronutrients. So focusing more on protein. And then Zach touching on really all those things, but I think highlighting that it is not about trying to take on everything at once, and just making sure that we take these things in strides, and like picking one of these things that we just discussed today, implementing it yourself, and just trying to improve on that with those steps before thinking that you're failing at anything, because this is the one thing that we've got to do and sustain throughout life to see the benefits and reap the rewards of the work that we're putting in the gym and outside the gym and all that. So cool.
Buy an air fryer, eat sweet potatoes.